May the 2nd. How are ya? Rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful start to the day, isn't it? I'm Wesh 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week to chat about what's going on in the world of weather. And let me tell you, it's kind of beautiful outside. Like, seriously, kind of beautiful outside. Let's take a live look, see what's doing. Oh, is the Carnival Princess backing out? Where you going, buddy? You going for a ride without us? Where are they going? Now I have to Google and see what Carnival Princess does, because there are people going out for a ride, and it's not us. What a pretty morning, though, there in Port Canaveral. Isn't it? All right, let's take a little trip up the shoreline, just a smidge. This is the Kennedy Space Center. I was emailing back, put it in reverse, Terry. That's funny, thank you, Taylor. I was emailing with the good folks here at NASA this morning because we are rolling the Weather Lab on Monday to head over to the Starliner launch. Excited to be over at KSC to broadcast live, talk about the launch. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's continue up the shoreline, see what's doing. New Smyrna Beach. Ponce Inlet, looking great. Look at that water. Man, is that pretty. All right, let's head inland, see what's doing. Orlando International Airport, see what's doing on the tower cam. It's looking good there. Downtown Orlando, looking over to the attractions. Yeah, that's very, very nice. Wesh 2 tower cam, looking pretty good. Clear skies. Let's pop around. Oh, man, like how pretty is that? The Tourist District Tower Cam, looking over at the Swan and the Dolphin. And last but not, actually, I've got two more we could, a little bit of haze over there at the Seaplane Capital, Tavares. You're looking good. And where's Ocala? I know, there you are. There's Ocala. Let's check in, see what's doing. It's pretty. It's pretty outside. First warning, live Doppler. I just got all of the, so you have all been asking for a long time, how do we get a look at the tower cams? And I could tell you, I got all of these tower cams raw into the weather computer, which means that we will have them now on wesh.com. We will, within probably today, there will be a tower cam section on wesh.com. You'll be able to get all the tower cams. And I've currently got it updating every 5 minutes. Maybe I'll do it quicker. I don't know. I don't want to bog down my renderer, but it's doing God's work. So pretty soon you'll be able to get raw imagery off of wesh.com of our tower cams. That's kind of fun. We're always working for you, baby. All right, first warning, live Doppler radar. Couple little showers off the shoreline, nothing too bad. Temperatures out the door looking great. Almost feeling like summer. We're not there yet, but it's almost feeling like summer. 71 in the city, 73 in Leesburg, 70 degrees in Palm Coast. Forecast today, 20% coverage of sprinkles. It's not going to be a big active day. Just a couple sprinkles here and there. 84, 11 a.m., 88 degrees by 1 p.m., 90 degrees by 3 p.m. Looking good. Looking great around town. Here's a look at the high temperatures around town today. 90 in the city. We'll do 89 in St. Cloud. Yeah, Taylor says Daytona doesn't have weather today. Daytona's the only one. Oh, you're talking about tower cams or current temperature? Oh, I was going to say, because the one tower cam I haven't gotten into the system is the Daytona tower cam. I have the link for the RTSP feed. I just need to put it in. So we'll get there. At any rate, nice warm weather today. Onshore breeze is looking like a fantastic forecast. We're going to have a good day. Beaches, 82, a high temperature today in Daytona Beach. I don't know why the Daytona site isn't registering at the moment, but it's you're still going to have weather. 82 degrees there today. 80 degrees in Palm Coast. 90 in Orlando. 91 in Wildwood. So it's getting there. Yep, temperatures are warming. Gotta love that. Yeah. Rita says, I need to place an order for some rain. The sinus infection from allergies is killing me. I would say it's funny, but it's not. I'm in the exact, it's just like sitting right here. right there. So I feel ya, love. It's funny. Rita, I have known Rita and her husband for so many years. I love them. I love them. That's all I can say. I love you, Rita. I love Will. I love your family. Great people. Janice says Florida's preheating, right? Just you wait. You want to talk about preheating? We have set the oven temperature. Look what happens next week. Every now and then we get this big upper level ridge building, and what you end up with is just disgusting weather. These are forecasts for next week. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to just kind of let this settle in. I'll give you a minute. Yeah. What the heck is happening, right? 94. Seriously, the model data is going even more crazy. But the forecast for next Wednesday is 94 degrees. The forecast for next Thursday is 96 degrees in Orlando. I know. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a second to let this settle in. Jeannie says, ick. I'm going to say it. Joanne, yikes. Oh no, 96, Trina. I know. Diane, no! Nicole, this swamp blank season. Stay indoors with the AC and fans. We're getting there. Jeannie Rowan says it could be worse. Could be in the hundreds. That's correct. Shauna, gonna melt at Rockville. Yeah. Chris Pierce is naming a place in Alaska, I believe. I don't even know how to say that. Yakutisk? The letters should not go like that, so I don't even know how to say it. At any rate, we've got some heat coming, my friends. Okay, so Tuesday of next Wednesday. Let's just look at Wednesday for funsies. Okay? Siberia. There you see. Yeah. These are next Wednesday's high temperatures. Even at the beaches, we'll be flirting with 90. But inland, 94, 93. Gross. Yeah, that's where we're at. Tony covers those temps every night. What? Okay. I guess it's just Yakuts. Oh, is that how you say it? Is Yakuts? Okay, all right. Well, I guess he just does it because he figures it's fun to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you what's not fun to talk about is these temperatures. It's about to get really hot. Oh, I said it well. Yay. Good. Anna says it's coming. Our summer is coming. Well, and I've shown this before, but during the month of May, it really is when Florida preheats. I mean, it's only partially a joke because it's not just a joke, right? The beginning of the month, the average highs are hanging out in the mid-80s. That's where we're at now. By the end of the month, average high is 90, and yeah, the rainy season typically begins during this month. The record highest for the month is 102 degrees. Really do not want to do that. Yeah. Really do not want to do that. Jan, I had to close the windows and turn on the AC. Oh, yeah, we're very much there. Yep. You have your own formats, and that's so great. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Tony's Tony. Tony's Tony, and you gotta love him for it. Bada bing. I will always say that in TV, like, here's the thing. Every time I go and talk to like a community group, I always start off by saying, hi, I'm Eric. I work at West Channel 2. Maybe you've seen me on TV. Maybe you've not seen me on TV. And that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you don't watch, if my boss is watching, don't hate me for saying this. You don't watch somebody just because of that in the corner. I mean, some people do, but like when there's big weather coming, there's a relationship with the weather folks. We all develop a relationship. And I think those of us friends in this group, at least I feel like we've developed a relationship sipping coffee together for years. But like that's the thing about weather. And so I think what's cool is it's not like sterile. Like Tony does Tony. As long as I've known Tony, he's been truthful to himself. You got to admire that. I'm going to be truthful to myself. And that's why you watch Tony. That's why you watch me. Or maybe that's why you don't watch me, because you don't like me. And that's okay. I'm not going to make everybody happy. Right? Some might be still angry that I left Channel 9. It's been almost 20 years, Chris. But yes. Frank, yes, I watch my weather from a different city than the one I live in. See, but it's also because genetically, Frank Burris, there's a little similarity to you and I. There's just that. Cindy, relationship, I'm not sure that I'm ready for this kind of commitment. My favorite is like how many of you married ladies are going to be like, am I in a relationship with two guys, my husband and my weather person? That's okay. That's okay. Tony's going to Tony, Eric's going to Eric, and Campeche's going to Campeche. And with that, we drink. Point taken. Point taken. We're all going to do our things. Now, I had just mentioned May. Before the train flew off the tracks, I had just mentioned May, and it's at least worth mentioning when we talk about the month. It's not just the month that we start heating, but it is also a month where we do see tropical systems. In the course of history, we have had 32 named storms during the month of May, 4 hurricanes, and about 2% of all tropical systems formed during the month of May, which isn't a lot, but it's still something. So, I know, Jan Squirrel. So it's at least something worth mentioning. It is a thing. It is a thing, right? So yeah, we don't have any developing today or tomorrow. We'll look at the models here shortly, but we don't have anything developing. Oh, man. Yukon. And that's, you know what? And it's funny, like, Yukon, I'll tell you real quick, like, I've known Brian for almost 20 years. Worked with Rusty when he was at one of our TV stations in Oklahoma City. I loved him and still do. Good man. I've had lunch with Jonathan, hung out with Samara. Obviously, I know all the knuckleheads, Wesh, and yeah, you know. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Much to your dismay, us weather people are all friends. You may not like it. You may not like it. But we're all friends. We all do the same thing, right? So what you're saying now is it's time to get the hurricane kit ready. I mean, it's, the countdown is on. The countdown is on. The rainy season is around the corner. And I saw somebody had asked, and I didn't address it in that second, but the rainy season is around the corner. And so someone asked, how do you know when you get to the rainy season? I think that's a really good question. So what we look for typically, of course I load the wrong dang graphic. What we look for typically is cold fronts ceasing to operate. And we start to get those daily showers and thunder showers and the morning low temperatures and dew points in the upper 60s and lower 70s consistently. So let's come back over to the temperature map. Okay, low temperatures, I mean, we're not at lows. We're in the 70s now. But if we look at lows, stand by, almanac today's lows, okay? Upper 60s, lower 70s is what we look for the start of the rainy season. Mid 60s in Orlando, mid 60s. So we're not there yet. We're like on the cusp. And I would say usually what happens is that this time of year we get things started. And then you get one random cold front that's like, boof, bada bing, and it resets it. And then you get back into it, and then it happens. So do I think that we've started the rainy season yet? No. At least not technically. When we look at the record first and last, if we have already started the rainy season, It would be a record. Today's May the 2nd. The earliest rainy season onset on record is May the 5th of 1966 in Orlando, May the 3rd of 1966 in Daytona Beach. I mean, is it possible? Sure, it's possible. But we haven't gotten those storms really started. We've gotten showers, but we haven't gotten the storms fired up yet. Last year, we started it May the 18th. 2022, 2021, it was June. And 2020, it was May the 21st. So, we're not quite there, but we definitely watch for those signals. Selma, it's rainy today? ? No, it's not. We'll have a couple of showers. But no, it's not looking rainy today. 20% coverage of rain today. A bit drier tomorrow. Saturdays. But you could see rolling on this rolling the crazy train. That's my Aussie impression, because next week is a crazy train of temperatures. Look at that. 94 degrees on Wednesday, and we know Thursday is even hotter. Going on the road on the crazy train. Nobody ever said I was a decent singer. Definitely not an Aussie guy. I mean, I love Aussie, but am I singing Aussie? Am I doing Aussie justice? No. Oh, no. Yukon, I was very familiar with the scene. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan may be the most influential single movie of my lifetime. And I don't know if you all know this. Part of the weather... Okay. Darn you for taking the train off the tracks. When I give... This is a true story. Yeah, I'm warming up for the Wind Directions return. This is a true story. When I give a tour of the Weather Center to anybody, if there's a group of advertisers, school group or whatever, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan is in every single Weather Center tour. I don't know if I have any pictures of the Weather Center. Hold on, let me see if I can find pictures. You know what it looks like, but if I can find a picture, a wide shot, I can tell you about this. I'm looking through my phone. I just searched for Wesh. Okay, all right. So here's a God only knows how old picture of the Weather Center, okay? Do you see all the TVs on the top? There are 5. There were only supposed to be 4 TVs on top, okay? There were only supposed to be 4. So when they were building the Weather Center, the chief engineer at the time came up to me and said, "We messed up. We have room for a 5th TV. We don't know what to put in it." And I'm like, I gotcha. I tell this story every time I give a tour. It's coming through now, Con. So I said, put a 5th TV up, give me a computer, and I will get the rest of it running. And so what I did is I built it's called the alert system. I'll pull up the graphic. We don't really ever show it on the air. All right, this is the alert system. It sits just like this 99% of the time. And all it is it's the alerts around the peninsula. Now, when there are local severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings, it blows out the map dynamically and it makes a list. Severe thunderstorm warning, Orange County. Tornado warning in effect, Seminole County. Whatever it is. And I came up with this idea because as a kid, I remember being so nerdy when they're gathered around the side and they said, he knew exactly where to hit us. Who knew where to hit us and why? This whole spiel is a part of the Weather Center tour that you never needed or never wanted, but that's it. So this is like my damage report graphic. And I could tell you just by looking, it's foggy in the panhandle. Just by looking at that. Severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, and if there are tornado warnings outside of the Central Florida area, it pops up data on the right here and it points to them so that I can kind of see, confirmed tornado, blah, blah, blah. And then once it gets into our area, it blows out the map and it just kind of pops it up. Now, to add to this, I can put power outage data dynamically. If the power outages get to a certain level, they'll pop up on the bottom left corner. And believe it or not, if the weather lab is out, it will pop up the weather lab information on the bottom right corner. It's literally all of this from Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. And now I feel like I have completely nerded out, and I'm so sorry about that. So this screen is like the master status station on the bridge. Yeah, oh yeah, Yukon. This is it. It's and for situational awareness too, it lets me know if the renderer is broken because this comes off the renderer. So every couple of minutes I'll go up to the top and see, okay, it says 8:21, it's 8:21. What I love is when I get into the weather center at work at 10 a.m. or something, and it says 5 a.m. on this graphic, and I'm like, hey, Kellyanne, did you not look up to see that the renderer is dead? Situational awareness. And this is why not one girl knew that I existed for so long. You guys get the worst out of me, I swear to God. Let's see, can I get the alert system to test? So this is why you guys get the worst out of me, because you get me to admit to the things that I shouldn't ever admit. Thanks. Dear God, you guys get the worst out of me. Michael, I thought you were going to say you had Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan on continuous nonstop loop. No, we have to work. Cindy, never apologize for nerd outs. We are your nerdy kin. All right. But seriously. Good Lord. Thank you, guys. You say worst. We say the best. Thank you. Yukon, it's okay. I'm a big Trek nerd, bigger than you, and I've been married for 22 years. All we have to do is get somebody one time to agree to it, and then, it is what it is. But yeah, it's that's the true story, and that's the true story. That's how the fifth monitor got filled. And it's one of those things that if you when I tell the story, the kids don't usually get it. The kids don't usually get it. But the parents are like, yeah. They're always, they kind of, I got you, Dad. Nerd. I'll give you all a tour. What I should do is I need to take y'all on a tour with Coffee Talk one day. We'll just pop in and we'll just do a tour, and I'll give you a tour. That way, I'll give you the full station tour, and I'll even set it up to have a damage report kind of thing popping up. I like that. Diane, I think a Coffee Talk Weather Center tour is in order. I can do that. We can absolutely do that. Not today. I'm off, so there's 0.0% chance I'm going to bring my tuchus in there. But yeah, we'll do that. Elizabeth, so thankful of your Star Trek story and the warning about high temps next week. Live long and prosper. Love it. Love it. All right. So anyway, train back on the tracks. We've got a pretty nice forecast ahead, right? Give them the full visual of St. Clair Mets in the newsroom. I feel like I already have. I feel like they've seen that. Oh, boy. All right. Questions about the weather? Let's just pop into the model data. I haven't done that yet. We can do that real quick. I was talking to Jeremy about the storm system around the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, like next couple of days. And he pointed out that the front is moving in the way that it should, but usually the models have not picked up on this one and that a low just kind of forms. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. 7th, 8th. Yeah, I mean, there's your low right there. There's your low in the Carolinas. Kind of cruising through, so maybe it's just a couple of days late. But there's something's hanging out around the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Nice cold front. See, like there's a decent front which would reset things around again. And then the 18th. What kind of low pressure are we developing there in the Gulf of Mexico around the 18th? What are you doing over there, Tex? Hold on a second. The web person just emailed me. Yes. Stand by, guys. Yes, I have the new path. Just need to plug it in after coffee talk. Give me 10. They're building the Tower Cam website that I was telling you guys and gals about. So I have to fix that. Okay, but you see, like in the Gulf on the 18th, some sort of area of low pressure trying to form. Interesting. Around the 18th, what are those dates that we had discussed for the Gulf of Mexico? As I pull it up because I can't remember. Squat. There's the 18th. Something's forming in the Gulf. May 19th through the 24th. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Hate to see it. Love to see it. I don't want to go to middle school. Don't. Tower Cam link. Will it make it? Yeah, it's going to be on the app and all that fun stuff. So anyway, all right. So we'll get working on that. Tomorrow, Mike from Mike's weather page. We will have Mike chat with Mike, learn about it, see how he became Mike's weather page. I think it'll be fascinating to chat with him. So yeah, check it out tomorrow. I need to send him some links and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, we'll have Mike on. Nancy Alvarez, good morning, love. Oh, my sweet work Latin wife. I can't get away from y'all. Got the Latin wife at home, got the Latin wife at work. Too many. I love them all. Good morning to you. Yeah, tomorrow will be fun. Getting ready. And I was chatting with Phil Klotzbach, who, of course, is the author of Colorado State University's hurricane forecast. I will have Phil Klotzbach on as well for Coffee Talk. When I'm down in West Palm at the Governor's Hurricane Conference, I will have Phil to chat with. So that'll be a fun Coffee Talk as well. So we're lining them up. We're getting the people. And apparently Nancy's popping in. We're going to have to say hello to Nancy. But in the meantime, if there's one thing you take away from all this, it's that Star Trek The Wrath of Khan plays into the Wesh Weather Center. It's that today's only a 20% chance of rain, but it's that next week is going to be kind of disgusting. 94 on Wednesday, 96 on Thursday. Record or not, that's kind of awful. Even for midsummer, that's not great. The one thing I'll point out, though, is that the dew point temperatures are going to be just a little lower than summer. So even if it's 96, Central Florida be like, it's a dry heat. At least we can say that. For a couple of days, right? All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything. Anybody got anything they want to add? Nancy, I can feel my hair frizzing while you talk. Yeah, but A, it's beautiful in the most natural way, number one. Number two, bro, you live in Florida. Joanne's asking about dew points. So they're going to try. Hold on, let me pull up the data. Y'all are putting me to work this morning. Stand by. Plug it in there. Scrape. Plug it in there, and there. Okay, so these are the temperatures. We're just going to go through GFS, daily high. First off, these are the GFS model temperatures. All right, let's just take a minute. And that one that you don't see, you see where it says 94, 95, 98? That's 101. Literally, the American GFS model, no joke, the GFS model is next week showing 101. That's raw model data, but it's showing 101. So that's the actual air temperature, okay? Relative humidity, yeah. Temperature and dew point. All right, so there's your temperatures, there's your dew points. So dew points next week, even as we approach the mid-90s, the dew point peaks out in the upper 60s. We're not to summer levels. Yeah, this is some nerd graphic stuff, but you're on Coffee Talk, so sorry about ya. So there you go. One day we should arrange to have all the Wesh staff join us on Coffee Talk. That'll freak out Eric. I would say that's the day that I get fired or retire is when everybody joins. Listen, weatherman, the gig is up. Do your weather control thing. Please, thanks. Yeah, I'll just adjust these little barbs. A little bit here, a little bit there. Wouldn't that be nice? What are the Europeans going with for... Oh, good. They're topping it off at 97 next week. That's a lot better. That's a lot better than the GFS. Like the GFS, 101 on May the 9th. No. No thanks. They won't fire you, but it'll be my first pro. I'll tell you this. The GM yesterday wanted to chat with me, and I said to the boss, I was like, do I need to worry? And she's like, well, I don't think so. And he came in and we chatted for a couple of minutes, wished me a happy birthday. It was fine. When I saw the boss a couple of hours later, she's like, what did the boss want? I said, well, he just wanted to wish me a happy birthday. And we chatted a little bit about the Blue Angels. So that's good. I guess because I didn't go upstairs into his office, I wasn't getting fired. And the boss laughed and was like, you're not getting fired. And I looked at her and I'm like, you never know, dude. You never know. So anyway, glad that didn't happen. Hopefully I'll be able to say in a week's time, glad that didn't happen to that 101 that the GFS is showing. And by the way, if you want to just get a little nerdier, so this is the current run of the GFS. If we go back a model run, it's showing 102. If you go back 3 runs of the GFS, it's showing 103. Just for what it's worth, next week is going to be hot. Okay? All right. Good times. Great oldies. Cool 105.9. Have a great day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see y'all tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Does that sound good? Does that work for everybody? All right. I'm going to go hang out with Mom. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank y'all.